Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be doing a chit chat get ready with me video. I'm really excited because I haven't done one of these in a really long time, but I have a few products here that I've been wanting to try out. It's more of a first impression for some of these. I didn't really want to do a haul because there's really not that many items that I bought, and there's really only like 3. And on top of that, they've just kind of been overdone, except for one of them, and it's the mascara that I bought. But yeah, also I have a monitor, TV, whatever, hooked up to my actual camera now, so if you see me looking down, that's what I'm looking at. And I think my cat's trying to get out, so I'm gonna go let him out and I'll be right back. Alright, so he's out now and happy. He got to go eat. He hides under a Christmas tree that's kind of stashed over in the corner. It's really funny. But a couple of the items that I got that I'm going to be trying today are these particular items. If you follow me on Instagram or Snapchat, I think I put it on Snapchat too, I showed that I had just recently got this palette. I haven't really got to play with it much except for swatches. But yeah, in case you haven't seen it, that's what the inside looks like. And then I also I only found this at one place. It wasn't at my Walmart or nothing like that. It was at CVS to beat it all. And I'm hoping to God that the color matches, because drugstore products, you just can't try it out. Also, I found this little doodad at, where did I find this? I think it was Burke's Outlet. But yeah, I'm in the market for looking for some new mascara. But yeah, that's kind of just what I have, so I'm going to go ahead and get started, and I'm going to go ahead and put my little, I'm looking for another one of these, not ears anyway. I'll drop it down just a little bit so it kind of takes care of the ears being so much in the camera view, so it's not so much as a distraction. And I'm going to go ahead and prime or prep my face. I'm going to be using my Simple Moisturizer. I love this stuff. If you got sensitive skin like I do, and if you can't tell, I have been working super hard on getting my face to just stop breaking out so bad. And if you watched my video, it was the collab I did with lovely Bella. My face just broke out horrible. I mean, it was awful, but it was because I had more or less a reaction to a facial scrub. I have not used it since. I just went back to using the Simple. Simple has its own facial scrub. I can't use anything harsh on my face. Just, it sucks. Sucks so bad. Okay, next I'm just going to go underneath my eye, and this is the, this is from Skiin. It's that right there. It is just the Soothing and Smoothing Eye Cream is all this is, and it really does make your under eyes feel super, super smooth. I do this because I have under eye wrinkles, and I feel like, I don't know if it could just be up in my head. I feel like this helps kind of smooth them out when I do put my makeup on. So yeah. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to do is go ahead and do primer. I'm going to be using my the Porefessional Pore Minimizer on the T-zone area where my pores are extremely large. But yeah, I'm just going to put this on those general areas. I like the smell of this stuff. I think it smells so good. Alright, so the next primer that I'm going to be using is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Oil. It's kind of hard to see the writing on the actual package, but this is just a little sample of it that I, where did I get this? My Ipsy bag. I got it in my Ipsy bag. A lot of people that I've seen that have done like reviews and stuff on this don't really like it, but I kind of like it. I have really bad dry skin, and I feel like this stuff right here really keeps the dryness away underneath my makeup, and my makeup doesn't stick to my dry patches at all. I love this stuff, and whenever I run out, because my mom also gave me her sample that she got in her Ipsy bag, but once I run out of all the samples, I'm definitely going to be going and getting me the other one, the larger size. Alright, so next I'm going to go ahead and do what I have been waiting on, and it's this right here. Oh, this foundation. I have seen so many reviews on this. People with oily skin love it. People with dry skin love it. I am so excited to finally get to try this out. I just hope it's the right color for me because there wasn't a lot to choose from. And what I found really weird is the color that I would normally, I just washed my brushes and for some reason there's like hair all over. There's nothing like freshly clean brushes. Oh, I love it. The chore sucks, but whenever you get them all clean, it's like, oh, it's heaven sent. The only thing that I don't like about the colors, and this is just kind of just me, I don't know if I'm the only one that feels this way. I don't know if I'm the only one who sees this. I could just be all up in my head. I really have no idea, but I feel like that they run a little dark compared to normal. Like this is classic ivory, and it looks like it's going to match my skin very good. And I normally wear like a beige color, but I've noticed that because I bought like a beige color. I can't even remember. It's in my purse. I actually have to take it back. But I'm just going to spritz a couple, like on camera, like it looks a little bit, I don't know, like look, it even matches my hand. And I even like tried to tan and everything. I suck at tanning, guys. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. My body does not like to tan. But I'm just gonna be taking a flathead kabuki brush just to pop this on my face. I'm super excited. And I love these kinds of brushes. Like a lot of people like the beauty blenders, but I really like this brush. Like look, there's no way that this is any kind of ivory of any sort. Like ivory normally is like white looking on my face. It doesn't match my skin tone or nothing ever. But this one matches my neck really good. I mean, I'm not mad about it. I'm just glad that I finally found one that matched because I did have another one and I didn't try it on, which I'm actually really liking the coverage. I'm starting to get into like a milder coverage of foundation and then just using like concealer to hide everything instead of using a lot of or thick foundation. I find it looks a little bit more on the natural side. Now it does have like a, I want to say floral. It does smell florally. I'll let you guys know how long that smell actually lasts because I can smell it pretty potent on my, I just added another another pump to the back of my hand. I'll let you know how long that lasts on me because I have a nose that can smell anything out. Oh, but I know this is supposed to be a chit chat. I don't know what else to talk about but the makeup that I'm doing. Not a lot's been going on in my house anyway. We've just been enjoying the summer with the kids. I like that it matches my neck because I don't have to put a lot of foundation on my neck. That's awesome. But this is just one coat. I'm a little lighter behind my ears because of where the sun doesn't really get to that part. But this is just one coat and I feel like it's covered a tremendous amount. Sorry, I keep looking down. A tremendous amount of my spot. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and add another coat, but I'm only gonna add this coat in the problem areas. Like I'm just gonna, at this point, I'm just gonna pat it on and see how it doubles up or layers on my face. I'm gonna go ahead and put another pump. And I know I'm using quite a bit, but this is kind of normally what I do on a normal basis when it comes to my foundation. I probably waste more than I actually use, and I'm sorry for that. But I want to make sure every spot is covered and it's doing, like this is the side that I haven't done yet. And then this is the side that I've layered a second coat on to my spots. I think I might have found, depending on how it wears for the remainder of the day, which it is kind of late. So I'm not going to do like how long or like a wear test on it. It is kind of late in the day. Mainly because I just wanted to play around with makeup. I've been dying to try, but I really have been wanting to try these products out. And they've been just sitting here. I've had the palette longer though. I've had the palette for a few weeks compared to the foundation, which I just got, I think it was yesterday. I think I went, because the color that I did have was a lot darker, and it was what I would normally have gotten for my face, but it was a lot darker, which I felt really odd. But I mean, I'm not mad about it. It's just if you go to get, you know, the color, unless you're actually really tan, I would definitely try to stay away from the darker colors. that is amazing. I don't know if it's showing up on camera, if you can see any of my imperfections or spots, but I feel like I could just wear this and not worry about like concealer or anything. And I'm sorry if you can hear a little barking. I had to put my puppy, she's not really a puppy anymore, but I had to put her in the cage because my girl, she's so rambunctious and my girls can't control her for nothing. So it's like me or no one. Alright, so to brighten up my eyes, I'm going to be using the, what is this called? The Age Rewind, Instant Age Rewind. And this is in the color, this is just the Brightening Illuminator one. I'm going to put this under my eyes just to brighten them. And I love this stuff. It's so easy to blend out. I kind of feel like this stuff deoxidizes a little bit. Or oxidizes. How do you say that? Oxidizes? Because it kind of looks a little darker on my face than it does my neck. And like I said, this is classic ivory. So I don't know why. I mean, it might just be the lighting. I mean, that could be what it is. But with the same brush, I'm just going to pat this out. Alright, now with that on, it is looking really pretty. I'm actually liking the way everything is looking and how everything blended in together. I feel like I have a hair though. Like right in here. I don't know. Foundation is a little sticky, so if you don't like the sticky feeling, I would definitely set that something. But yeah, as far as like my blemishes and stuff that you can kind of sort of see, like this one right here, and like I think I can still see that one a little bit, and these two right here. I am going to use a little bit of concealer. I'm just going to be using my MAC Pro Longwear concealer. This is an NW20. I'm just going to take a little pump on the back of my hand, use that same brush, nothing different, and just kind of put it on there and it should gooey. I love this concealer. I think this concealer will always be like my absolute holy grail concealer. Alright, now with that done, I am going to go ahead and set this because I'm not really a big fan of like stickier foundations or the stickier fillings. Okay, to set my under eyes, I'm going to be using the, I want to say Bésame. Is that how you say it? Bésame? I don't know. It looks like this right here. This is just a translucent powder, even though it says it's a blending vanilla powder is what they call it. But I'm just going to be using this to set the eye. I know I probably butchered that name. I'm not very good at the names anyway. But it is just a loose powder. Looks just like that. It does have a yellow tone to it, which I'm not really a fan of. But, I mean, I'm not completely like mad about it or anything. I'm going to be using, this is actually a foundation brush. But I think it's too, I don't know, I think it's too thin for me, for my specifications. I'm just going to use this to put some powder on the brush. And I'm just going to use this to set the underneath the eye area. This is not as good as the Laura Mercier powder, but I have just recently run out of that powder, and this is just kind of the only thing that I have sitting around that I can use for this particular thing. I really need to get some more. I'm going to try to get some more this weekend, hopefully. I am obsessed with the Laura Mercier powder. If you're looking for a really good under the eye setting powder, that is definitely the way to go, is the Laura Mercier. I mean, there might be others out there, but Laura Mercier is the only one that I've ever really tried for a setting powder for underneath the eye. And I love the way it looks. This powder right here smells like vanilla though. It smells really good. I basically use this powder to set everywhere that I put concealer. which is optional. You don't have to do that. I just do. I'm also gonna set the top parts of my eyes with these, my eyelids. That way whenever I do my eye makeup, they're basically just set and ready to go. Alright, so for the rest of my face, I'm going to be using my absolute favorite powder, and it is the NYX HD, what is this, Studio Finishing, or it's just finishing powder, HD finishing powder. I love this stuff for all over the face because it gives you a, it's very finely milled, and it gives you a radiant look to the skin. But I'm just going to be using a random fluffy brush. This has a no-name brush. It's just a powder brush is what it says. I got, this was literally, like, I have a bunch of them with this little pattern on it. The first set of brushes that I ever bought, I think I got them for Christmas from my husband one year. And it was the very first when I started wanting to collect makeup and start doing makeup. This is about 7 years ago. He bought these from Walmart whenever they do their like little gift things for Christmas. He bought me a set, and I haven't had to throw any of them away. They have been the best brushes I have ever owned, and yeah. So just because it is a no-name brush doesn't mean anything. This brush actually has outlasted some of my higher end brushes, but yeah. I had a Sony Kashuk one that kind of deteriorated on me. It was a foundation, kabuki style foundation brush, and it fell completely apart, and it was maybe a year old. Yeah. Anyway, now that that is done, I'm going to go ahead and comb through these brows because they're looking a little gone at the moment. I'm going to go ahead and brush through these, and then I'm going to do my, not my foundation. Lord girl, what are you saying? I'm going to go ahead and do my bronzer. Alright, so for bronzer and contour, I'm going to be using my NYX highlight and contour palette. I love this palette if you're looking for an affordable palette that has all the shades you'll ever need for anything, because they even have like a highlight, and they have 2 powder shades that you could use to set your makeup with. And then of course they have a good range of colors to, let's see if I can get a better angle, that way you can kind of see the colors. But I am obsessed with this one, and this one. The other ones I don't really use much of. They're so nice though. Like, I've never really even touched the powder ones. Oh, which that's kind of my color. I could probably use that. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and use, I like using this brush right here. This for me, it's Cosmetics. This is actually the kit that comes with the belt that you can stick the brushes down in. This is just a duo fiber stippling brush. That's all this is. And I actually like using it with my bronzer. That was, I forget that whenever you use like brushes that are clean, they tend to pick up a little better, or disperse the product a little better than a dirty brush. Sometimes you gotta remember that. This is just how I like to contour and bronze my face up and stuff. My cat got neutered. We neutered our cat, and he ended up getting a ulcer on his tongue, which is almost like getting a really bad canker sore inside of your mouth, like a human. 10 times worse than that is how the vet described it. So we've been dealing with him, poor guy. We ended up having to take him to, I'm using this one right here. Ended up having to take him to the vet like a half an hour away from our house to get him some medication over, it was like a Sunday. And most vets around here aren't open on Sundays. They're just not. So, took a toll on the banking account. But we got him back to health a little bit. He's not as bad as he was. He was running a really bad fever, and it was awful. I feel so bad for the poor little guy. he was really pitiful. But it really strengthened mine and his bonds because now he's like a mommy's boy. He's worse than he used to be anyway. Like, he used to want me anyway, but like only when he didn't have food in his bowl and he'd eat it all. But now he doesn't even have to have an excuse. He's like on top of me 24/7, and I'm not mad about it. Not even a little bit. Okay, now that my contour and my bronzer are, ooh, like really sharp. Looking at my my screen, and it looks really sharp. That's okay though. Okay, so next I'm going to go ahead and do my eyebrows. Like always, I'm obsessed with this brush and this brow powder combo. I'm obsessed with the MAC 208 brush. I don't know what it is about this brush. It's the only brush that I can use with this particular product and it actually go on the way I need it to. I've tried all kinds of different styles of brushes, different brands of brushes. I've tried everything. This thing's starting to hurt my head. I've been fighting a headache for what seems like 2 days straight. I had a headache when I went to bed last night. I even got almost sick. I don't know what's wrong with me. I think it's just, I don't know. I think I was just physically and mentally exhausted yesterday. I'm gonna go ahead and just speed through this. This is just the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Powder Duo. I hit pan, and I'm like really sad about it too. I'm just like, ah. But yeah, I'm obsessed with this stuff. I'm just gonna go ahead and speed through this real quick. So next I'm just going to go ahead and put some of this in it. This is just Bonne Bell's eye mascara. It used to be clear, but where I've been using it for my eyebrows, it has turned it brown. So I'm just going to use this because it's all I got at the moment, and I'm going to be having to look for something else to use for my brows because our Kmart went out of business, and that was the only place that we could find, or that I could find, this particular brand. Oh yeah. Alright, now with my eyebrows and stuff done, I'm going to go ahead and start working on my eyes, which I'm really excited about. I hope you all too. I'm so excited. I'm going to be using this wallet, as you all know, obviously. Oh, and I just dropped the actual brush that goes with it. I need to pick that up because my dogs will eat it. Okay, so this is the actual brush that comes with it, and I honestly think that it is actually really good quality. Like the blender, and then it's got this little smudger type of brush. Oh, and it's super cute. It's got her little name on it. Yes. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead, and anybody else one of those type of people that keep the sticker, like I'll never use the mirror, but because the sticker's on there, and it's on the sticker if I'm not mistaken, it's on the actual sticker that goes on the mirror, like if you can't see the water spots, or not the water spots, but like the little bubbles and stuff. I don't take this off. I never take them off of any of my palettes unless they just start falling off. I don't know, that was just something random. This is the beautiful palette. And I haven't really got to use this palette. I've swatched it, if you can't see it, like my little fingerprints everywhere, but I've swatched it a couple of times, played with it by touching it, and I'm loving the color pigmentation on this particular palette. So I'm going to go ahead and pick my favorite crease brush. This is one of my favorites. This is just the Luxie 205 Tapered Blending. I love to use this for the transition color, and I guess I'm going to use... I kind of want to use some of these pinks and stuff, so I'm going to use this color right here as a transition color. Ugh. I don't know if you can see this. Like, that's kind of my only, and I suck at this, but this, you see it? You can see the kickback. And that's kind of the only thing that I'm kind of we were worried about. There's a lot of fallout. I ain't gonna lie, guys. There's a lot of fallout. But I'm gonna use this as my transition color and put this all over the crease. And I'm gonna try to go a little bit above the crease as well with this particular color. And I'm wearing a gray shirt. This is actually my husband's shirt, but I wanted to be comfortable because the other shirt that I had on was kind of tight. I wasn't comfortable. That is a really pretty like mauve-y color. Anyway, I'm gonna go back into it. I kind of feel like you're wasting more than you are actually using, but the palette itself is actually really nice. My favorite part about the palette though is the actual color of the palette. I've been really into mauve colors here lately. I really don't know what it is about it. I even bought like a new pair of sunglasses that were like a mauve color. But I've just been really loving mauve. Beautiful colors. I like that word, I guess. I don't know. I don't really know what kind of eye look I want to do today. I kind of feel like I want to stay in these like range of colors right now. I don't know about that one. I don't think I can incorporate that, but like these colors right here, and then maybe use the darker brown for like something. I don't know. It's all really pretty though. Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to go in with the next color, which is going to be in to deepen up my crease a little bit more. Maybe if I can find my brush. I'm going to have all the brushes listed down below, or the ones that actually have names or whatever. If not, I'll have outside of it, you know, you can use just anything as far as like a powder brush and stuff like that goes. But as far as like the eye brushes and stuff, I'll have them listed down below if you're interested in what I'm using on my eyes. But for the next color, I'm going to go into this color right here, which I think is really pretty. This one also has a lot of kickback as well. That is a dark color. Oh my god, the pigmentation. It's okay. I'm going to use my cloth I have sitting down here, kind of tap off some of that. And I'm just going to use what I've got on my eyelid to kind of blend in. I'm going to put this in my actual crease and kind of blend a little bit of that outer crease outward. This is like a really high intense color. It's really pretty though. I didn't really mean for it to get on my lid, but we'll just buff that out and blend it some. That way it kind of just looks like that. Go ahead and grab some more of that color. I did not expect this color to be as... You see that? Oh my god. It's like super pigmented. Like, I'm gonna wipe my brush off and use what's in my crease to kind of drag in, because I feel like I laid a lot down. I kind of feel like that stole the show. That particular color is beautiful. And I'm going to use this to drag, and this is just staying right inside of that pocket that's right there that's of my crease. And I'm just kind of buffing it in, and then I'm buffing it outward. Instead of going up, I'm going out. I'm going to just buff that on my lid a little bit. These eyeshadows are crazy pigmented. There is a lot of kickback, but I can honestly say if you just barely dab your brush in there instead of doing what I'm doing, because I'm so used to there not being a lot of, I mean, let's face it, pigmentation, my brain doesn't go towards that. But this is a very pigmented palette. Okay, so the next thing that I want to do is I want to deepen up that outer corner just a little further. Actually, no, I kind of want to use one of these pinky colors. Like that one. That one is like begging to be used. Oh, it's called Love Letter. Or Valentine Red. I don't know. I'm going to go in with Love Letter. Mainly because it's like a matte color. I'm going to take this further into my crease. And I'm going to be taking a thinner blending brush with this particular... Oh, that was not the right color. Let's go into this color right here. And I did it again. I took way too much. And I'm just going to put this just kind of in that pocket. Oh my god. That color is so pretty too. I like to do an eye look using every color in the palette. That'd be something somebody would watch. just every single color that's in a palette. Like, it has to be like a minimum of like this many, or you know, like a palette that's got like a shit ton of color in it. Okay, I'm gonna be going in with that same color, or same brush that I used for the one that I used to deepen up my crease, and I'm just gonna blend this out just a tad to kind of soften those lines. I kind of feel like this one is a little darker than this one. No, this one's a little darker than this one. I'm gonna go in with that love letter color. I think I forgot to take it on my lid. Oh my god. Oof. These colors. These colors are so pretty. Okay, for the final color, because I really don't want to go in with too much more in my crease, because now I just feel like it's all kind of blended into one color. But I'm going to go ahead and go into this dark brown color on the end with this is just a little, I don't know, it's just a fluffy blending brush, but it's kind of small. And I'm just gonna tap this mainly into the actual outer corner to add that depth. And I'm literally barely taking up any product, and there's still a lot of fallout. I'm just using this small tapered brush to kind of just aim right in that particular spot that I'm wanting it to be on, which is just this corner right here. Which, why does that look so much darker than that side always? Look how freaking pigmented that is. Like, how? Anastasia. How did I not ever buy this palette? Like, how did I just skip over it and pretend like it never existed? Okay, now that the outer corner is super dark, I am going to go back in with that brush we used in the crease, and I'm just going to kind of blend all that in and kind of soften all that lines, even on the lid, soften everything up. And then we're going to move on to the actual lid. So for on the lid, I'm going to use one of my favorite brushes. This is the MAC, and I wore the number off. So I think it's the 239 maybe. It's just the white tipped eyeshadow brush, because for the life of me I couldn't think of what that was. But yeah, that's all it is. And I'll have it also linked down below, because I can't for the life of me read what it says. It's literally like wiped off. But anyway, I am thinking this color right here for the lid, or the gold. Oh, the gold's really pretty. I don't know, guys, don't know. Okay, we're just gonna go in with that first one that I was gonna hit up first. Oh my god, the shimmery eyeshadows are super buttery and super like creamy. The pigmentation on these are out of this world. I kind of feel like these are almost like the same. Oh, look at that. I mean, look at the eyes compared. I'm going to finish this eye real fast just to kind of see what it's going to look like. I'm going to use that one brush, that tapered blending that I used with the darker shadow on the end, and marry these two colors in together. And then for the crease, to kind of clean up and soften that out, I'm just going to use that same little flat crease brush that I used before. Look at that. Like, that's beautiful. Oh, that color. I mean, look at the pigmentation. And I hardly used any color. Like, I barely scratched the surface. I did want to knock off a little bit of I wasn't watching what I was doing. Oh, that's so pretty. I mean, dang. We're gonna blend these two together. That's so pretty. And then I'm gonna use this to focus and blend out that crease a little bit. These two colors are just so pretty. And to keep from losing some of the intensity in the outer corner, I am going to add a little bit more shadow there of the darker brown color that's in the palette. I dropped my brush on the floor. I was holding way too many of them. And then I'm going to use this brush too. Just, yeah, this is so pretty. Alright, and then I'm also going to go back in with the original crease brush and the original color that I put in the crease in the beginning. And I'm just going to kind of use this to blend out the harsh lines of the crease. Because I kind of feel like they're a bit harsh compared to what I really wanted. And I kind of lost the transition color along the way of all of the purplies and pink colors. That is so pretty. Alright, so we're going to stop with the eyes for a moment. Or not stop with the eyes, but I stop with the shadows for the moment. And I'm going to go ahead and put on some, I feel like I want to do a wing. But then again, I don't really want to because I'm trying a new mascara. And I kind of want to see how volumizing it is. Because it's volume and length is what it's for. So I don't think I'm going to do eyeliner. So for the sake of it, I'm just going to go ahead and start underneath my eyes, I guess, with the eyeshadow. But I shut it out in the beginning. And I'm just going to go in the same order. I'm going to start with the lightest color first. And kind of just drag this all up underneath my eye. Just like so. And if you got brown eyes, purple colors will complement her eye color. Is so good. The next color that I'm going to be taking, of course, is this one right here. I'm just going to be going, like I said, in the same order. And I'm going to take this not as far down, but kind of closer to the lash line. And not as far in as well. I'm just going to take, just to deepen, if you can't tell the difference. I'm really excited on how this look turned out. I can't believe it. Okay, and with the same brush, and I keep wiping it off, like there's no extra product on it. I keep wiping it off. And the next color, of course, is the purple color. Can't forget it at all. And I'm not going to take this one as far in, and kind of halfway and stop it there, keeping this one more so on my lash line is where I want this color. Wiping that off again. This time going into the dark brown, and then this one is just going to stay right at the end of my eyelash, right on my lash line. Just to deepen up that outer half of the lower lash line. As you can tell, it's so pretty. I love how this looks turning out. Feels very glam. It needs eyeliner and lashes, but I'm testing this out, so I have to know if it says what it does. Because if it does, oh thank God. I've been looking so hard for a new mascara. It's just been very difficult. Alright, so my eyes are pretty much done. There's one more thing that I need to do to my eyes to make them completely complete. And if I can find the brush, I'm going to use the brush that came with it. My nose is itching so bad. I'm going to use the brush that came with it. I'm going to use this end right here to put the brow highlight on. And I'm going to use this one right here, which is tempera. Tempera? Is that how you say it? It's got a little bit of a sheen to it, but it's not enough to be like shimmery. But it's enough to really put almost like a glow. Put that on the brow bone. This little guy right here gets in there real good. If you got a good brow bone space, like a thick one like I've got, that one really gets in there. And then on the same brush, I'm just going to take that color that we put all over the lid, and I'm just going to place this on the inner corner of the eye to really brighten up that area. Like so. My My nose just will not stop itching. It's killing me. Alright, so the eyes are pretty much done. All I need to do now is the rest of my face and mascara. My foundation feels so lightweight. Like, honest to God, I don't even feel like I'm wearing foundation right now, guys. Like, it's not how you can usually, like, feel it on your face a little bit. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and do my blush, which I forgot to pick out. Alright, so for blush, I'm gonna be using my Tarte Amazonian Clay. This is in Explode. Or Exposed. Explode. Yeah, that's not little rules. It's just like a mauve tone color blush. So yeah. And of course I'm going to be using this brush right here. It's just an angled blush brush. And this is just a brush that I got from Rite Aid. I don't really understand how I even come across this brush. Just going to be completely honest with you. Yeah, I'm just going to put this color on my cheeks. Okay, and for highlight, I'm going to be using my Soft and Gentle from MAC. And this is such a beautiful color. If you're ever looking for like a highlight that is good for any, I feel like it's good for any skin tones, Soft and Gentle is definitely a highlight that I would definitely buy. Like, this is the only MAC highlight I have, and I love this highlight. Absolutely love this highlight. I'm going to be using a highlight brush for this and just picking it up. It's got gold flecks in it too, so, but you see, it's just so elegant and so beautiful, and just, I don't know, in person it looks a lot more like in your face highlight than it does, than it's showing on. I don't know if it's showing up on camera or not. Yeah. Alright, last but not least, let's curl these lashes and try this mascara. Because I've been dying to try this mascara forever. Just gonna go ahead and curl my lashes. Okay, so this is the Revlon Volume Plus Length Magnified, and it's in the blue tube. I like the filling. I like the filling of the, it's like a rough kind of texture. I don't know. And then the cap is almost like a glossy plastic. I don't know. And the wand just looks like a basic fluffy like wand. And it's just black. So I'm not gonna zoom in, but I'm gonna scoot in and I'm gonna just put this on my lashes. Okay, so this is the difference in the eyes for one coat. I don't know, it's not, I kind of feel like it's not really doing it for me. I don't know if it's supposed to have, I think it's got like little micro hairs in it. I don't know. I was stupid and threw the package away. I didn't read the actual stuff. I hope it doesn't have anything in it that's supposed to like adhere to your lashes. I don't necessarily like those kind of mascaras. I feel like they're gimmicky. Oh, I just touched my face with the actual wand. Okay, I'm gonna go in with a second coat on this side. I guess what's supposed to lengthen them, I did not just pull my eyelash out. That was one of the little things that stuck. I don't know if the bristles are falling out or what it is. But so far, I don't know if I'm in love with this mascara. I just don't like the ones that have the like little hairs that stick to your, I don't know. What do you guys think? I don't really know. I don't know. Like, I don't feel like it did anything for my lashes. Like, they're the same length that they normally are. Let me get this off my piece. Like, they're the same length like they would normally be if I wore just a normal mascara. I feel like one of the little, I don't know, pieces got in my eye. It does have the little hairs. Like I said, I was an idiot and threw the stupid, oh, it's waterproof too. So, I'm not a big fan of waterproof mascaras. It's okay though. Not a big deal. I just don't, I don't know. It dries super fast. I guess I'll go ahead and do lips. I'm gonna go ahead and use this one right here. I just bought this the other day too. This is called Berry Smoothie. This is the Revlon Color Burst, yeah, Color Burst Lip Butter. I'm gonna use this one right here because I haven't used that. Just to kind of see. That's a pretty color. That is that, and I'm gonna take a little bit of my highlight. Put on the Cupid's bow. But yeah, this is basically the final look. I'm gonna go ahead and spray my face. I love this stuff. It's the NYX matte finishing spray. That dry, but yeah. This is basically the final look. I am in love with the way the eyes turned out. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this makeup look anyway, using this amazing palette. It's got a piece of fuzz on it. Look at that. I left my drawer open. I'll shut you. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I enjoyed using this palette. But yeah, if you're not already, please subscribe down below, become part of my family, and hit that little bell notification button down there so you get notified when I post videos. I'm going to try to start posting again, maybe every Friday and every Tuesday or Wednesday, maybe. I don't know. I don't have a set date like always because I have kids and I have animals, and sometimes you just can't get the video up. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.